Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back. And today, we're looking at Doctrine Alchemy. Now, this video is probably more for the newer player. If you've been playing for a long time, you probably got used to Doctrine Alchemy and know all of the little nuances and how to do it the most efficient way. There are many videos about Doctrine Alchemy, or some that are pretty good, but I thought I'd do my own and kind of take you through face to face on like how I do it, how I get good doctrines and do it in the most efficient way that allows you to have the best chances on the tier 4s and tier 5s and get the most out of it, basically. But we will start from the beginning. That is treaties. Treaties, obviously, are the older way of getting doctrines. So we've got a few of those. So let's get into this. Let's slide gently into the Doctrine Alchemy. Okay, so starting off, back in the day, there used to be one of these would come up, one of these dig sites, let's call it. Basically, every week it would change from a sort of cavalry, broken lances, to maybe bowman's wrath, that would be your archer, your crossbows and stuff like that. And then you'd get this one here that would be the infantry one. So, and they would proc only once a week. Now, obviously, they've changed that, so these are all up at the same time. You've got like a specialist one over here that tells you what your possible finds are. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. But for now, I'm going to go for the infantry one that's always the middle, because it has combat doctrines in there. Confirmed, I've got combat doctrines from this. Now, we will get into the alchemy, but first, this is where you're starting, because you've got your treaties. You're going to have a few of those. You're going to pick what kind of doctrine you want. So you would either go, I want an archer doctrine, so you'd come here. I need cavalry doctrine, so I'd come here. Or I need an infantry, I come here. Or if there's one specialist that you like, then you can come over here. But for now, we're going to go for this. So we've got 5 treaties. So we're just going to do a little thing. Normally, sometimes it's advantageous to save up till 10. I haven't noticed too much difference. I think once you tick that over that 10, so if I do 5 now and I did 5 later, I'm pretty guaranteed to get myself a epic one. I think there's a internal counter somewhere because you're basically guaranteed with a 10. Straight away to get one, but I've never really had a problem with it, so I just kind of use them when I use them. It's up to you, personal preference, save up to 10 or just go willy-nilly and just do them. So let's do this now, because this will build into the alchemy Doctrine Alchemy, sorry. So let's get these going. So we've got a nice little grey and a green, and then we go another grey and a green. This is good. The more I get, the better. I like getting 2 of these, that's fine. And doesn't look like we're going to get any blues or epics, unfortunately, but that would be the way in the past, and that would be it. You would basically get a bit of luck, and you might get an epic doctrine. But now they obviously introduced Doctrine Alchemy. Now this allows you to like plant in doctrines and basically turn them into an upgraded version. So if we look, I've got quite a lot, because it's basically, I think this is a huge part of the game. You basically want to be focusing on getting yourself as many doctrines or as many good ones as possible. And I've got a lot, so if I ever get a unit that I need to put a doctrine in, I can do it straight away with some of the best doctrines. So, yeah, so we got some nice ones here. This is probably the worst one, so if you get this, you could just cry. And obviously, Doctrine Alchemy is all RNG. You know, you get everyone looking for the rattan poison. Now, this doctrine right here is the kind of one of the most sought after, because you put on rattan marksman that turns them into the little nightmares, little glass cannons, makes them just ridiculous. But it's really good. But everyone comes in and says, "How do you get it?" And unfortunately, it's RNG. But I can help with that RNG in terms of having more rolls at a tier 4 and a tier 5. So what you're going to be doing is you are going to, so we got a lot down here. I've been saving up for this video. That is an impromptu video, but first off, we have some greys. So what I tend to do, and this is all me. Other people might have different ways of doing this, but it's worked relatively well, as you can see down here. I've got lots of good doctrines, and all my units have good doctrines in them, basically. So what I do is I get rid of my greys. I get rid of my greys, fill in the rest like this, and that's how we start off. So we're going to quickly grab whatever comes out of this. It's probably nothing good. It might be a blue a rare wisdom. That's fine. That's great. More blue rare wisdoms, the better. And now the next thing that we do is I like to keep at least just minimum just 2. I like to keep 2 of every green doctrine. For probably I don't really need to do this anymore because I've got so many of other doctrines, but you never know when you just need to fill in a unit with a green doctrine. So I like to keep 2 of every doctrine. So if I have like 5 that I have here and 3 that I have here, I will take these down to 2. That brings me to the next part. That obviously the elephant in the room is this bar right here, this tempering bar. Now what does this mean? Every time we do a sort of a Doctrine Alchemy and we press the button and we go, we gain tempering. So at the moment, just with these greens in that we're going to stack out, so now obviously we've got 2 of each here, obviously this tempering goes up. So we've got 40 tempering. That isn't much. This isn't much. But when you put in all epics, you'll have 400 tempering. So we'll show you that now. I'll just quickly get rid of this. So we'll just go in, we'll roll. We might get an epic wisdom or a rare wisdom. Nice epic wisdom. And essentially your whole goal with Doctrine Alchemy, when you're starting off with putting the greens in, is to get yourself to work your way up that ladder. You want to get yourself the rare wisdom and ultimately the epic wisdom, so then you can do a full epic wisdom roll. Like this. Okay, so if you look down here, we've got 400 tempering. Really nice. We've moved this bar on quite a lot. And now this bar, when you get to the end of it, it will start flashing. And when it starts flashing, that means you're guaranteed yourself a tier 4 or a tier 5 doctrine. One of these bad boys up here. So it's a really nice kind of protection system. If you use the Doctrine Alchemy machine, you get rewarded at the end. That's really nice. So this is what you'd be looking to do. Now, I wouldn't do this personally. This is how I maximize it. This seems great, and we're now 15% chance on a tier 5 and whatever. But every season there is multiple different ways of getting yourself pure wisdom. These little bad boys right here. Pure wisdom is basically a boost to everything to do with this. So you should be leading on to get as many epic wisdoms, and then wait till you have pure wisdom. Save up on your epic wisdoms. Don't bother using them like this. Wait till you get some pure wisdom, and then you click your pure wisdom. And what this does is now takes a 50-50 chance on getting a sort of tier 4 or tier 5. So now we've really upped it. But not just that, we've now taken the tempering from 400 to 1200. That means if we did this a few times, we would be we would get this bar filled. We'd have a chance on tier 5 or tier 4s, and then the bar would fill out, and then we'd have another chance. So then we'd be really working our way along. But we're getting ahead of ourselves because we need to get to the stage that you have epic wisdoms. So we're going to take all those out. Now, this is the way you should be rolling. Every time. It is imperative you do this, because what we're looking to get is 100 tempering. You should see plus 100 tempering. And why would you do this? Why would you want 100 tempering? Because 100 tempering is the value that allows you to roll for 2 epic wisdoms. So you can convert 1 epic wisdom into 2 epic wisdoms. And that is the main goal. We want to push and get as many epic wisdoms as we possibly can do. So the roll will look something like this. You'll go for 4 greens, 3 blues, and then 1 epic. And now this will give us a high chance on 2 of the epic wisdoms, or a nice tier. Well, let's get rid of the thing here. So that gives us 100 tempering, as you can see right there. And so yeah, this will give us a chance on either a really nice little tier 1. What you're kind of hoping for is probably the unit damage doctrine, because that's well known to be one of the best one, and you can basically just use that and everything. But also it will either give us the 2 epic wisdom. So we're always going to get something good from it. So here we go. We'll use this. We're going in, and this is what you want to be doing every single time. So, and there we go. And that's why you do it, because now we've doubled our epic wisdom. We're converting greens and blues into purples. That's the aim of the game. That is literally the aim of the game. So we'll do it again. Boom, 4 of those, 3 of those, and 1 of those. Or if you don't want to use one of those, it's fine if you have some useless. So this is another thing I do. Instead of using my epic wisdom, I'll look through here and I'll be like, okay, what do I have that I already have up here upgraded? So I'm always trying to move my doctrines up. So we're looking at like all of these epics here, and I'll see what I have the downgraded version of them. You know, the sort of lesser version of them. And I'm like, okay, what we'll do is we'll chuck in, I don't know, let's see what we've got. We've got a double shot. Let's have a look. Okay, for example, let's go for... Okay, so this is another good example. This doctrine right here, a polearm infantry 1. It's really not that good for me. It's 5, reduces cavalry speed by 5. You put on a polearm infantry. I'm not going to put on any good. I'd probably put this on a peasant unit, like a watchman or something like that. Nothing major, but for the purpose of this video, we can get rid of it. We're going to chuck it in. It doesn't change any of the stats. It's exactly the same as an epic wisdom, but I know I'm not going to use it, so I might as well chuck it out. It's just an extra one for me. So we're going to chuck it in. We've got our 4 greens, our 3 blues, and our 1 epic, and we're going to chuck that in. We've got 100 tempering. We're all set, and here we go. Another 2. So we're just building. We're now at 24 of these. So as you can see what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to allow myself to have as much rolls with the epics as possible. So we'll just get rid of a few more greens. I'm just going to do this. So you can do this with the greens. You don't always have to, like your main goal is to obviously aim to do the epic, to do 4 greens, 3 blues, and 1 epic. That's your main goal. But if you have like a lot of greens, because you will get them through the supply token system and all that sort of stuff, you can use this 40 tempering, and this is your main goal for this is to either get an epic wisdom or get yourself a rare wisdom, because then you can turn the rares, doing the 100 tempering, as we just discussed, and then we're working our way up. We're climbing that ladder. We're climbing the ladder. So this is going to give us, and sometimes you get lucky. We got a little hero damage doctrine. These are pretty new. These have just been added. They are down here. Yeah, these have just been added. So now you have a chance of getting these. Obviously, the best one you want to get is that, because that's just great for a bit of extra damage. So we'll do that again, going for that. And as you can see, we're just working our way through the tempering system. So all greens, fine, like that. We've got ourselves another one. That's absolutely fine. We'll do one more of these. I know I've got a lot, but we've got to keep this video short because we've got one more thing to do, that is use our epic wisdom our pure wisdom on our epic wisdom. So yes, we'll get to that now. Okay, so I've just got my pure wisdom. We're at 400 tempering without them. We're going to click the epic wisdom, taking us up to this, and this is what we've been working towards. We've been working our way up the ladder, and we'll go for this now. Ooh, what did we get? We got a hero damage doctrine. Not bad. Would have preferred a unit damage, but I'll take it. It's tier 5, top tier. Now, in fact, we'll make this video a bit longer. We're going to use all of our rare wisdoms. But the main thing I will say is, because I had a guy come into the stream, and he was like, "Oh, I use like 3 or 4 blues and 4 greens," and I was like, "You're totally wasting. You're getting 60 tempering." So I know I've gone over it a lot, but the main thing you should be doing is on your non-full epic rolls, you should be getting 100 tempering. That's mandatory, because then you're getting the best value for your doctrines, for your wisdoms and doctrines and whatever. So we're going to keep doing a 4, a 3, and a 1, and we're just going to do this till we're out of blues, and then we'll finish up with one more big pure wisdom roll, What do we get here? We got a piercing defense 2. That's nice. I'll take it. We'll go again. And we'll 3 of those. Pop that in there. Another 100 tempering. Off we go again. What are we going to get? We got another doctrine, so 30 ammunition, another 2. That's nice for a crossbow. We'll go again. 4 of those. 1 of those. 100 tempering. Lovely. Let's see what we get. We're going to get a two things, so we're converting nicely. Again into those. Convert again maybe. Let's see what we get. And you can see the tempering bar has been filling up as we've been going along. So hopefully, when we come to the end here, you'll see how far the tempering bar's gone. And that means the next time, another 2, lovely. See, that means the next time when we get to the end of this, you'll get yourself a free doctrine. The one thing I will say, because when you're really close to the end, if you go over it, this bar will start flashing. What you don't want to do is be going over the end of that bar with all epic wisdoms. That'll be a waste, because you're wasting all of your epic wisdoms for a doctrine that you're guaranteed to get with greens. Like if the bar's full and it's flashing when you've got it like this, that's what you want to be doing, because it will still give you the top tier. It doesn't matter what you put in here. So just make sure you don't make this bar flash with good doctrines. Cannot stress that enough. So we have last 3 blue wisdoms, rare wisdoms, and then let's do that. See what we get. Another 2, nice. And now for the finale, we're going to finish with a pure wisdom. Obviously, this is now taking us over here. That's nice. We'll see what we get. And what are we going to get? What are we going to get? Hopefully a unit damage doctrine and not a labor doctrine. What is this one? Tier 5 piercing defense. That's lovely. I'll take that. I'll take that. And we might just do 1 for luck while we're here. 1 for luck. Oh yeah. When you use a pure wisdom, just in case you had more than 1 pure wisdom, untick it, because I've made the mistake before of having 2 of them and having this box ticked. I did my epic wisdom, and then I came in to do 1 more roll like this and had this still ticked, because it doesn't untick after you use it. So just make sure if you have more than 1, you untick it. So yeah, and that. Oh, nice. Okay, little epic wisdom. Cool. Great. Well, there it is. That is it. That's Doctrine Alchemy. I know we kind of went here. We went around about, but essentially what I'm saying is you're working up a ladder. You're going up a ladder. You're taking your greens, converting your greens into blues or epics, and then you're taking those blues. You're taking 4 greens, 3 blues, and 1 epic, and you're getting 100 tempering, and that's going to work your way up even faster. And that's what you want to be looking for the entire way through. And then make sure you're saving your epic doctrines, your epic wisdom, for when you have pure wisdom, to really capitalize on pushing that tempering bar as fast as long as you can, because then you're going to get free doctrines basically, and then you're going to end up with a big old load of doctrines. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this, guys. Hope this has helped in some way. I know, as I said, it's been a bit skittish, but you know, that's the way the videos go sometimes. But yeah, if you get confused, or if you want more advice, I stream quite a lot under exact same name as my YouTube. So yeah, there'll be links in the description. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.